Hey Lauren, this is the video that Anthony told you we put together to go over how you guys can increase your online presence and your customer base. And I'm going to answer right off the bat because you're probably wondering why would we do something like this. To be quite frank with you, we realize that when businesses like yours are growing themselves and focused on that, then you tend to neglect your online presence. And if you guys have realized how important an online presence is, then you've hired someone that may not know what they're doing. So when we put together videos like these and we go over exactly what you need to do in order to turn your customer base around, companies come back and tell us, wow, thank you so much for doing that. I had no idea. We don't have the time to do this. Can you please take care of it for us? And if you realize at the end of this video that we've got both a lot of tricks that we can teach you about how to grow your company that we can't fit into a 5-minute video, then below this video, hit that link and email Anthony and set up a time for us to get together and talk about what we can do moving forward to help you guys grow. So without further ado, I'll get started with what I want to teach you about today. I'm going to give you two to three different tips about exactly what needs to happen that will give you results in the next 30 to 45 days if you listen and you apply them. So the first of those being content. I checked out you guys' your website. I really like the website. I can tell your brand colors, which is really cool. A lot of companies, you'd be surprised that they don't have their brand colors set out and they don't know what they kind of stand for, which I loved about you guys'. But what I can say, I noticed, is that you didn't have 1,500 words. And I know you might be wondering why 1,500 words. Well, Google has this thing where they realize that a website is valuable or has worth, according to them, if they have at minimum a content for readers to find. So if you're adding value to readers and who are looking for plumbing, then you're going to be ranked first. A lot of times the easiest way to do that is to get a blog. That's what you guys don't have. So we need to add a blog, and we need to talk about things that customers really think about. What are their chief complaints, and how can we really address that and give them some free information, and then allow them to flow it over and trust us to do it for them. When I checked out your competitors, which is Tacoma, for Tacoma Plumbing, which is Bob Larson Plumbing, the first thing I noticed about their site was that although they have some content on here, they don't have enough content, which means that if we just optimize your site to have exactly what you need for a blog, you'd be good. Speaking of which, I'll show you a blog real quick. So they've realized that they've got to have blogs. So these guys have got like tons of blogs in here that they're probably ranking for. That's the reason why they're on the front page. But we can go through and we can destroy that. A lot of those, the older ones, they're not getting ranked for. Next, I wanted to show you citations, right? So citations are where it's an online directory essentially where you're putting your business name, phone number, and address. Some of them will even allow you to put on your website. And if they allow it, you need to list it exactly how your website is. So https dot or colon hashmark www dot whatever your address is, right? That's how you get credit for linking your site to one of those highly rated citations, and that helps you in the long run as far as backlinks go. So for citations, Google doesn't penalize you, but they reward you if you are linked to a bunch of high rated citations. It means that your business has been validated amongst other peers of theirs, so they can trust you better. So that means that they'll give you a higher ranking in the Google Maps. So if you're not in the Google Maps, what we want to do is get you in the Google Maps so that you can show. And the reason being is that I know you probably see these ads up here and you think if people searching, that's what they're going to go with. 73,000 people per month search to get rid of ads. They're looking for ad removal. And so people aren't going to see those ads above. But what they are going to see is what's in this Google Map pack. So when I go on my phone and I type in a search bar and I look for like burger joint, the first thing that pops up are 3 or 4 burger joints in the area that I'm at. So I pick what's based on here, usually the top 3. For me, honestly, I go with the top 1. As long as they've got good reviews. If they have no reviews, then I just skip down and go to the next one that has really good reviews. So that tells you a lot about how the consumer mind works. So next I want to talk to you about this tool I like to call Ahrefs. That's the actual name of the tool. But I use Ahrefs because it's like a doctor for websites. What it does is it breaks down a website and tears it like all the way down to the bare bones. And it provides me with data to be able to analyze and figure out exactly what's wrong with your website. So in this particular case, there were a couple of things I noticed as soon as I came here that didn't require me diving deep and figuring out what was wrong. Your domain rating is really low for the amount of backlinks that you have, which tells me that you have some backlinks that are spammy. And I get it, you needed a lot of backlinks in order to compare it to other competitors. But you need quality. So quantity does not outweigh quality, and quality and category are the most important when it comes to your backlinks. You have to be linked to sites that are actually similar to your sites, that things that you actually offer or that fit in the same category as yours. So like if you do plumbing, then you might be linked to a couple different home renovation sites and things like that for categories, right? Because you work in houses. So Your referring domain to your backlink amount is perfect. This is not excessive whatsoever. Remember that you're allowed to have at least 20 links to one referring domain, right? And the next thing is your organic keywords. So I can tell here that your organic keywords they're not the best, because normally organic keywords, for how many you put here, you would also rank organic traffic. And just so you understand, organic keywords is are the words that people put in Google to search for something. So like I said earlier about burger joints, when I put burger joints in the search bar, that's a keyword. So if you were ranking for the keyword burger joints, I would find you first in the map pack and in the organic. So we need to come in and we need to take a look at your keywords and then revamp those keywords so that you can get more clients coming in. So I don't recommend this at all, to be honest, but your number one keyword is all-purpose plumbing. That's your name. So if people know you, they will find you. There are many other keywords that have higher volume than your personal name that you can rank for and bring in twice, 3 times the amount of clients. So I want to show you a competitor, right? Bob Larson Plumbing. So these guys, 532 backlinks, 69 domains, right? They haven't went over the spam level yet, but they've got good quality backlinks, which is why their domain rating is so high. So as you can see, we really need to get your backlinks, the quality of your backlinks up. We don't have to go 532. We just got to get you to where your domain rating is just as trustworthy as theirs. And there are keywords. This is what I mean when I said you have to use the right keywords. So they have just a couple more keywords than you guys, but their traffic is blowing you guys out of the water. So if you want an opportunity to get the type of traffic that they're getting, you really need to change the keywords that you have coming in. And they're doing something that I don't recommend either, but these guys have been around for over 30 years or something like that, so they're searched for quite a bit in a particular area. But there are tons of keywords, tons that are over 100 that are getting searched for that they're still getting credit for. You want to rank for those keywords. If you look here, they're in the number 1 through 10 position for most of all these keywords, which is why their traffic is so high. So I told you I'd talk about 3 tips today, and I did. I talked about content. You guys need 1,500 words at minimum on your homepage. If your homepage isn't going to be the one that you rank, then you need to get a blog and you need to rank that. Next, your citations. So citations, like I said, that's your digital footprint in the online directory. You need 200 to 300 if you're trying to never think about being beat by competitors again in location. And then lastly, backlinks. So backlinks are what give you site authority, right? What that means is that there's a website that has a high domain rating, maybe even a low domain rating, that link to your site. Your score will reflect their domain rating because Google is trusting what they do. So if you are linked to a site that is spammy, then Google's going to think that you're spammy as well. So that's kind of how backlinks work. We just need to get you more and continue to keep high quality for them in order for you to rank up and build your trust as far as your domain rating goes. So as you can see, there's a lot that I've gone over today, but there's tons that I can't cover in a 5-minute video in order to really give you guys value. So if you really want the help and you know that we can help you, below this video, there's a link to Anthony's email. Click on it, send him an email, set up a time for us to sit down and talk with you guys about how to move forward with your plans. If not, and you guys want to apply this stuff yourself, we have no problem with that whatsoever. We really want to see you guys succeed. All we ask is that you give us some feedback on what you got from the video, what education we could have done better in order to provide you with the best quality product. Thank you so much. We're really looking forward to hearing from you.